Okay, hi. I just wanted to try to make this a really quick video. I wanted to just talk about a recent dream that I had about 2 nights ago. To kind of start off, I started, like, that night was the first night that I started, like, stargazing. I guess I've always had a fascination with the stars. Like, I think I'm a starseed. But this dream, like, it happened that same night, and I remember it was like a whole lot of people. Not, I mean, it was like people, and we were all in this big room. It was like thousands of people like gathered in this big giant. It was like a spacious room. Like, we were all in space in a way, like on a spaceship or something. And like there was a little part of the room, like more on like the left side, that was kind of split. Like there was like a split in between, and like there were still people on like the other side, and a lot more people on the right side. But in this little space, it was like the ground that like was like coming up. And sorry if you heard my dog, but there was that space, and it like shot out, like, and there was like an opening at the front of the room, where we could see, like, it was like a black hole kind of looking thing. It was huge, and like from that black hole there was like a line, like a laser going through the ground. I think that we humans, or souls, or whatever we were, like dug up this spot or something to like have a laser like go through to this black hole thing. And we were all kind of gathered around this, and we were like, all right, somebody's got to go and like jump in there. And the first person that jumped in, I don't know, I think it was a woman. I don't know if that's like an important detail, but she jumped in, and like it looked like she was just obliterated, like she was gone, like, and that scared me. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, she just like died. But I guess somehow we got like we were able to see her come out on the other side or something on this like planet. It looked like a jungle. Like, she came through the water and like up on top of this waterfall, and like she was safe, she was good. I don't think she was like in a physical body. I think she was just a soul traveling into the space, and now she was on this planet. Maybe her soul was able to like freely walk around there, but I don't think she was tied to the physical. But as soon as we saw this, I was still pretty hesitant, apparently. But like people started just diving in, and like everybody just started going, and disappearing, and just flowing through that laser, that void, or whatever it was. And I want to say, like, it seemed like there was about 1,000 people in the room, maybe more, I'm not sure. It was a lot of people. But I'm thinking, like, it's likely that even like with one soul being like going into the spot, like, it's not just you're at one certain destination. It's like your soul kind of splits into like different dimensions or different places. And the reason I say that is because the next part of the dream, I was me, but like it was as if I was traveling between two different versions of myself, like splitting up. Like, if you ever played Sims and you like go in between different households, but these two different versions of me, they were like in the same timeline, like the same time, but one was like my age, which I'm like 23, and the other was probably like in her 30s or 40s, and the one my age was like going through the things that I'm going through in my 20s, you know, going and exploring and just figuring life out, while my 30-40-year-old version of myself already was like settled in like career, and like was like successful, and like she I mean, she she had money, and I don't know, the Capricorn in me is like, can I get some of that? But going in between these two different souls, like I wasn't aware that I was shifting until like maybe like mid-dream, when I noticed like I was me, this version of me, and I was like, I don't know, in a hotel, and I was like around some like people, and like I went to the bathroom and I looked in the mirror and I didn't see myself. Like it was like, wait, I'm supposed to have a reflection, but I wasn't in the mirror. I was like, wait a minute, this is a dream. And so I thought, okay, this is a dream, this isn't like actually reality, so let me make sure other people know that this isn't reality. So I go to try to tell other people and like wake them up, but they're not really responding to it. It's like, okay, all right, what do I do now, kind of thing. At that point it kind of gets a little foggy, fuzzy. I know I'm like still switching between two people. I guess I will mention, like, I don't like doing spoilers, but if you've ever seen Russian Doll on Netflix, like, if you haven't, maybe, like, skip this part, or, like, I'll put my hand up when I stop mentioning, like, this is, like, near the end of Russian Doll, but in the show, near the end, the characters, they had been going through the same situation, or like having to, like, repeating a Groundhog Day scenario, and they were like kind of tied to each other, and at one point it was like they were themselves, but they were different versions of realities. Like they were experiencing the same events or the same person, but it was like a different version of the person. Like they were not on the same timeline anymore, and so they had to go and like deal with the thing that they needed to do, so that they could go back and be on the same timeline and like fix everything. And what's interesting was that is like when that was fixed, like they were able to end up like right in the same spot, and like it was like as if the two realities kind of merged together. And I say that because in my dream, like I was in the same hotel as this other version of myself, and I don't know if that means like I'm supposed to be like merging two parts of me into one in this one reality, or what, but I thought that was interesting. And then like near the end, oh, something else, like I was noticing like the scenery, the waves, especially like where this hotel was. It was like near a beach, like pretty much like beachfront. But the waves were like, you know how waves usually regularly go and like crash, but these waves, it was like as if they were hitting a wall, like an invisible wall, and like they would go up and then they just come crashing down. Like they wouldn't really reach this shore in the way that they would in this reality. So it's like things were changing, these were shifting, and like I knew that was strange even in the dream. And then also I think also because I've been looking into like the astrology and like how there's supposed to be this idea of like times are changing, but like we're supposed to be getting like new species of animals or something. But in the dream I was seeing like different species, like things we say don't exist, or things we've never seen before. Like I remember seeing a dead mermaid, and then I also saw some really weird creature. I don't know what it was doing. It was like feeding its babies or something. But these were just like strange creatures, but like they were existing now. Like they weren't there before, but they were there. And also in the dream, like the successful version of me, like this is near the end, because I'm on it like a spiritual journey, and I feel like, oh, you know, with the times being changed, I'm supposed to be helping create that change or something. And I think the more successful version of me had power, had like control, and had good intentions, I suppose, but ego got in the way. At one point, like somebody like crossed her or something, and she took that pretty negatively and decided to kind of manipulate the situation to make it seem like she was protecting everybody else when she was pretty much acting in a space of hurt. And like ended up getting this person killed, like crazy stuff. But yeah, that's really about it. Like, I just thought this was a very interesting dream, and I wanted to share it. And I was supposed to put my hand up. I will look up the time for when it happened. So no spoilers here, please. All right. Okay. Bye, guys.